What is up guys, welcome to another video. So it's the second week of lockdown training this week. Obviously last week didn't really go according to plan because I went for 190 kilos for 5, only managed to get 2 reps and I felt my adductor strain. So I took the rest of the week off, so I do feel nicely rested. However, we are still going to be reducing the intensity and volume quite a lot. We're just going to basically build up slowly just to not injure myself again. So we're only doing 140 kilos for I think 5 reps today on squats, so not super exciting, but it's got to be done in order to actually progress and not keep injuring myself. Bench, I think we're pretty much sticking with what the program was before, so we're still continuing to progress the bench. And I'm actually benching 4 times at the moment in the week, so that's quite a lot of frequency in my bench, but I do find that when I have a lot of frequency in my bench it does get better. So yeah, going to continue to progress that. Training at Craig's today. I'm a little bit late because I did say I'd be there at 5:30, it's now 1:45, so let's get going. Takes 5 days off the gym and forgets how to load a barbell. So that's a positive. That felt pretty good overall, better than last week. Granted it is only 140 kilos, but compare 140 kilos last week to this week, I was pretty much pain-free. Nothing in my adductor and my hips were playing ball as well. So that's a positive going forward. Something that I am implementing as well in my back down sets is putting on the slingshot, because I'm really trying to get that glute engagement, because that is obviously a very important component of the squat. So if we can get the glutes engaged, then obviously that's going to help with the extension part of the squat, and it's going to put less strain on the quads, which is going to alleviate some of the stress going onto my bursa. So yeah, that's the reason for the hip circle. So yeah, positives there. A bit later in the video I'm going to talk through some other things that I'm actually doing to help bring down inflammation, that sort of things, in terms of like supplementation and diet. So once I've finished the session, I will go through that with you. I felt better, to be fair. Yeah, I think it's just having someone there gives me a bit more confidence. Yeah, definitely. Right, last set of today's session is overhead press, sitting, because there's not enough space to do it standing. Doing 56 kilos for 8. Already done 2 sets, and I'm just trying to progress this by like a kilo a week, just to keep that linear progression going. So yeah, last set was a bit of a struggle, so we'll see what we can do now. Easy reps. Nice little pause for the last one. Yeah. Much better. Right. See you at home. So, as promised, I'm going to quickly go over what my diet has been like and what sort of supplements I've been taking, specifically during the lockdowns, because I found that is a time when I've actually been able to really focus on my diet and supplements to help with recovery. So, starting with the foods that I've been eating, everything has been homemade or cooked here, and trying to use ingredients that are really going to help with bringing down inflammation. So here I have a katsu curry with obviously fresh chicken, and the katsu curry sauce has ginger and turmeric in it, so that is a supplement that I'm actually taking as well, turmeric powder, which is with black pepper, because there's a lot of evidence to show that turmeric is a really good anti-inflammatory, a natural anti-inflammatory. So instead of taking things like ibuprofen, which is just going to wreak havoc on your kidneys and liver over the long term, this is a nice natural anti-inflammatory. So obviously the trouble that I've been having with my joints and in particular in my hips, just taking a couple of these a day, I've actually noticed a slight reduction in the pain in my hips and just general inflammation and achiness. I'm not saying it's all down to that. I'm not saying this is like a magic pill which is just going to cure all ailments and stop world poverty and cure COVID-19. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it is a nice little thing that you can add into your diet, and it might be able to bring down things like inflammation, which is just going to make you feel a little bit better. So another thing that I've been having is ZMAs, and I normally have these before I go to bed. So that's zinc and magnesium, and this has got B6 vitamins in it as well. So the B vitamins are very good at metabolizing carbohydrates and just yielding energy properly. And I think just magnesium and zinc are generally really good to aid in recovery. So I also have been having magnesium and zinc salt baths as well, just to try and get that in as well. And I think generally zinc and magnesium is something that isn't easily absorbed within a normal diet. It's one of these things that you should maybe supplement, unless you have a real rich and nutritious diet. Generally zinc and magnesium is fairly sparse in the things that you eat in a normal diet, so it's a good thing to supplement. The same with vitamin D, which is another thing that I've been having. Obviously you get the main source of vitamin D from the sun, but during the winter times you don't get as much, so it's good to supplement with that. And it's a happy hormone because it makes you feel a lot better as well, so that's something I've been having. Those are the sort of 3 supplements that I've mainly been having, so the turmeric, the ZMAs and the vitamin D. I have been having whey protein as well, because I've been trying to increase the amount of protein that I'm having. Obviously protein is going to help restore or regenerate tissues so that have been broken down from a lot of training. So just having more protein just to help rebuild my muscles, yeah, that's something that I've been focusing on as well. So overall, just a healthier diet, more nutritious food, not having fast food at the moment, no alcohol, and just trying to boost up how I'm feeling with like things like anti-inflammatories and just other things which are going to help with recovery. So not saying you should go out and get all of these things, but if it helped me by 1%, then at least that's something. That's the other thing as well, I'm having a lot more fruit and veg for all those extra vitamins and minerals as well. Now let's give this a little taste test. Oh my god. That is genuinely better than Wagamama's. Cheers. Oh, I feel vibrant already.
Alright.
So it's week 2 of training, and just done some deadlifts. Did 170 for a set of 5, and it felt really, really good. There was no pain in my adductor or my hips at all, so obviously the reduction in volume and intensity is already starting to help, and the form felt pretty good. I was able to use Craig's bands to sort of open up my hips a bit more so I could actually get into a better position, so that's something that I've definitely been missing. So now working on my second bench day of the week out of 4, so it's quite a lot of benching this week. Pecs are feeling a little bit sore, so hence the old vibrator Rooney thing here. Just to exterminate, just to obliterate my pec a little bit and get it nicely lubed up. Is that the word? Mobile.
Yeah.
To get it nice and mobile to bench. So yeah, 115 for 5 sets of 4 with a 2 count pause today. Oh, it does feel good though, doesn't it? Yeah. I think this is the Scar one.
I never thought my years essential.
Just realised I know who the voice of Scar is.
Yeah?
I know the actor.
Yeah?
I don't know his name, but I know his face. I know who it is now that I recognise the voice, but I've never realised who it was. He's D'Artagnan.
Yeah.
In.
He was
The
also.
Mask.
Yeah, he was in.
The Man with the Iron Mask. He's in that.
Yeah, was he in Aragon as well? When he trains Aragon up?
Maybe.
And here we have a creature called a green halala in his natural born habitat, the bench press. With his natural red face when pressing. Back to you.
So today is one of those days where just really don't feel like training. Just crap weather outside, a bit cold, it's Friday. Just want to be indoors playing Warzone, to be honest. But we're here at John's again and it's deadlift day. Not working up to anything heavy, just one. I'm going to do 150, it's meant to be 140, but we haven't got the weights to get it on exactly 140, so I'm going to do 150 for a set of, I think it's 3 sets of 6, so it should be nice and easy. And then just a lot of hamstring focused stuff, so RDLs and some hip thrusts, that sort of thing. So just going to try and get it done quickly so I can get home and play a bit of Warzone.
I think you completely.
End of the training week, so it's Saturday today. It's just going to be a weekend really focused on recovery because let's be honest, there's not a lot else I can do at the moment with everything being closed. So, you know, focusing on good nutrition and recovery in terms of stretching and actually using this old therapy gun. So this is very similar to the one that Craig has got. There is evidence like for and against therapy guns. I think overall there's a lot of evidence to suggest that it doesn't really do much, but you know, anecdotally, if it makes you feel a lot better, then I think it's worth buying because this one costs like 20-30 quid. So I think it's a good investment just to sort of loosen up your muscles a little bit. But once I've done that, I'll be doing a little bit of stretching and mobilising because I have found when I've been sort of, especially mobilising my hips, it's really helped going into my training session. So that's mainly going to be the focus of this weekend because like I say, there's nothing else going on at the moment. But priority number one is to smash this absolutely godly steak. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video anyway. Please leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Peace. Can't forget the old turmeric powder, the magic powder. Oh my god, I'm a fucking superhero.